scientific spirituality. My name is Messi West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts and the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about the evil or negative effects of the exportation of religion by Nigeria to other parts of the world. What many people are failing to mention, especially people within Nigeria and outside Nigeria, is this simple plain truth. If you are familiar with the country and you are from the same country like me, you will know that this is a very religious country. When you come to Nigeria, everybody claims to be either a Muslim or a Christian and to be a very good one at it. And these are the people that you will see that most of them are very quick to tell you about their religion, how their God have been so good to them, how you should come to the next Sunday or Friday church or mosque service to see the power of their God. It's a very funny country. This is a country that is supposed to be like a paradise. It's sort of an El Dorado. Nigeria is not a poor country in any sense when it comes to natural resources, when it comes to human natural power and capacity. You're going to find a very large population, very vibrant, young, energetic population. If we should do a real proper census, I would like to believe, I can say confidently that the population of Nigeria can be well over 500 million people. But since we started this, our so-called census charades, we have not been able to adequately count ourselves. But the fact still remains that we are the most populous nation in the whole of Africa. And we seem to be everywhere around the world. And when it comes to Nigeria, you're going to find a lot of natural resources quite naturally. You're going to find oil, gold, diamonds, cobalts, your sapphires, precious stone, any kind of precious minerals you can imagine. Is it agriculture, wood, leather, or whatever sort of animals, whatever thing you can imagine as a natural resources, you're going to find it in abundance here in this country. The question is that why are we suffering in the midst of many? And why are we the way we had that a lot of people around the world, they hate us when they hear the word Nigeria. People are very scared of Nigerians. Why don't they want to be free with us or associate themselves with us? This is one of the reasons I'm going to talk today. And most of this, you might have heard some of these reasons before. And of course, we have very bad leadership. And since we came out of our so-called independence since 1960, we have been running into one pothole or the other. People have been coming in, claiming to have the best interests. And the country has just been falling from grace to grass over and over again. And the funny thing, you're going to find that all these so-called leaders we have been having that have been selling us out to the enemies, they all claim to be Christians or Muslims. And you will find out that one of the major problems of Nigeria today is religion. We claim to be very religious people, but we don't practice what we preach or what we teach. You will see people that we claim to be praying to God, going to church every Sunday, and they are very wicked people. They can't solve basic life problems. They don't have constant power supply till now in the country that is blessed with so many rivers and tributaries. We still don't have ordinary power supply. All their prayers is not working. All their intelligence is not working. You're going to find that we don't even have good roads in this country. You're going to find out that there's a lot of crimes, that our government is totally irresponsible to the citizens of the nation. You're going to find that nothing practically works when it pertains to government. It does not work in Nigeria. What is sustaining the country is only the private sector. Our educational system doesn't work. Our governmental system doesn't work. Our security system doesn't work. Our financial system doesn't work. Anything you mention that has the hands of government inside, it does not work in this country. for the common man and for the average people. I don't know what my government have ever done for me. Since I've been born in this country, I have been paying for everything, nothing free they have given to me. And now they are saying we keep holding debt, money that I did not borrow. I don't know when they borrowed. They did not even consult me before they go out to be borrowing monies. They don't even consult the citizens. They will say that they have borrowed so millions, so trillions. And we don't see what they do with this money. And they keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing. Now they are telling us that our children to the third, fourth generation are not debtors. What kind of nonsense is this? This is only totally irresponsible government can behave in this way. And yet you see these governments are behaving to be very religious people. If you find that this country now, we don't have any manufacturing base in Nigeria. We don't manufacture anything. We don't produce anything. We buy almost everything, 99.9% of the things we have, we buy it from other countries. And we import into Nigeria. We do not manufacture anything. We just started yesterday to start wanting to manufacture some little bit of cars and phones and some other tiny things. We don't even export them out. The major thing Nigeria is known to export nationally is crude oil. Crude oil, and we are not the only ones exporting crude oil. And crude oil we're even exporting. We have 4 refineries in the country. For more than 40 years, none of them is working. 4 major refineries refining nothing, but we still servicing those refineries. This is a big problem. Now, they say government is selling crude oil. We have the largest case of oil theft in the world. Government is stealing its own oil and selling it to make money. This is a major problem. Now, we are also having issue of what to do. The government don't even know what to do. You are attracting, or you are planning to attract foreign investors to your country to come and invest. And you don't have natural resources. You don't have good road. You don't have power. You don't have security. How is it possible to attract foreign investors to come to your country when you cannot give them the necessary tools or apparatus or infrastructure for them to do their businesses? The format you're going to hear from all our governments, from state governors to local governments to presidency, how they believe that they need foreign investments. They keep traveling all around the world, touring, going to parties, going to so-called state functions, going to Mecca and Israel to collect Justice of Peace titles. They go to everywhere, all in the name of going to canvass the help of foreign investors to come and invest in the country. But the platform to give them, to make it conducive, to give an enabling environment, they have refused to do it. Is this not wasteful efforts? The things you are supposed to do to attract the foreign investors, they are not there. You don't have power supply. You don't have good roads. You don't have security. But you want people to come to your country. Will it not make sense to, first of all, create those enabling environments? If you can be able to create enabling environments, you don't need to fly all over the world to beg people to come and invest in your country. They will come naturally. Same way your own citizens go to other countries. Why do Africans today want to go to Europe and America? What is the reason? Because they have good infrastructures. They have constant power supply. Okay? They have job opportunities. They have security. This is the only reason why young Africans today are in the Japa syndrome. These are the 3 things that they are going to get in Europe, things you can't get in Africa. So as an intelligent president or government, politicians, why not create these same conditions in your own country? But they have refused consistently to do this. And they claim to be very, very religious people. These are people that always pray before every single meeting. You're going to go in Nigeria, they must pray to Jehovah or to Allah. The Northerners we pray to Allah. The Christians we pray to Jesus Christ. But yet they don't have singular common sense. So what is their problem? The problem is sheer wickedness, stupidity, and overindulgence in religion. Now these have come to 360-degree circle. You will find that apart from oil that our government exports to other countries, The other major exports that Nigerian citizens export is religion. And this is a very big issue. If you are a Nigerian or you living in other countries, I'm sure you would have seen that the only things Nigerians bring to every other country is religion. Churches. You just see some Nigerian people that will just go to a country. The next thing you see, especially Igbos and Yoruba people, they have open church in that country. Open church. If it's not redeemed, it is winners. These are the two top franchise. Now they have a mountain of fire. You're going to find all kinds of churches being opened all over the world by Nigerians. And these churches do not produce anything. They do not manufacture anything in that country. They only make the resources of their members and send back to Nigeria. And a lot of countries don't like this. This is not foreign direct investments. This is shield, stealing, making, and extraction. Okay, it is not foreign direct investments. So people that have common sense, they know these things. I challenge you today, if you are in any country, show me one factory that is owned by a Nigerian. I have traveled extensively, especially in Asia and Africa. I have never seen one factory that is owned by anybody from Nigeria, but I will show you 10 to 20 churches everywhere I go. I will show you Nigerian church. They have churches everywhere, and this church manufacture nothing. You see no products until you die. This is scam, and a lot of common sense people know this. So they try to kick Nigerians from their country. When I was in Thailand, for many of you are watching me I've been in Thailand. I lived there for about 7 years. I did 2 university degrees there. The only products that the only factories that Nigerians have are churches. And these Thai people, they are Buddhist people, they are not happy with the development. So they raid churches to try to shut down these churches. Because these people are here to kind of poison their own local and spiritual system with their church. It is a way of colonization. And everybody knows this. That's why religion is seriously regulated in Asia. In fact, the only Christian nation you're going to find in Asia is Philippines. Due to the influence of colonization of the Spanish and the American people, that they took Christianity there. Now the Filipino people today are Christians. Christianity is their culture. They have been totally whitewashed and bamboozled into accepting Christianity as their own indigenous culture. Philippines now have almost less than 1% indigenous culture. They see Christianity as their way of life, as their culture now. They have been brainwashed to that level. And this is a serious issue. This is where Christianity is trying to take Africa to. And this is why we must fight against this religion in Africa before it will be too late. So you're going to find that Nigeria only exports religion. You see India exporting cars, exporting other products. You see Japan exporting cars. You see China exporting all manner of manufactured products to everywhere in the world. What is Nigeria exporting? Apart from oil that only government can export to other governments, the only major thing that we export is religion, churches. So why will people not hate us? When you go to a country, you start disturbing them, open church, start making noise, telling them about things that their government that have already solved for them. Common sense issues that you don't need prayer and fasting to solve. You are trying to convince them to go to heaven, convince them to give you your money, convince them to give you your time, convince them to waste your time. You think people are stupid? So these people get upset and they don't want to see Nigerians in their country. So they find every excuse to kick our people out. This is the plain truth. I've been to many African countries. I'm very sad to say this. The only thing I see our people doing is to open church and start causing problems. And when you even go to these churches, they are scam houses where pastor will keep asking money again and again until they empty your accounts, until they turn you into a poor man. Many of these churches have become scam centers all over the world, whereby even in Nigeria, when you go to the church, the essence of the pastor is to take all your money in the name of giving it to God. They will start working on you, doing all kind of evil spell, manipulating you, gaslighting you, twisting you, making you feel guilty for not giving them money, making you feel guilty for living your regular life, making you feel guilty for owning properties, making you feel guilty For what? All this kind of nonsense. They are all thieves, scallywags, and all these pulpit bandits. The same character they carry to everywhere in the world. I have seen the destruction and the pain that our Nigerian people are causing in the name of religion to other kind of parts of the world. They have carried this to South Africa, carried to Rwanda, carried to all the countries that are on this planet. When you mention religion, the next thing you see is Nigerian people, Nigerian pastors, stealing people's money, exploiting people, wasting people's time and energy. Many of them are vampires. I have said this many times. So we really don't have anything of value that we offer to the world. That is why a lot of people don't see the need of giving Nigerian people visa to go to their country. Okay? You go to somebody's country, the next year you are thinking of opening a church. Why can't you think of starting a good business? If you start a good business, don't you think maybe they will treat you well? The few Nigerians I have met that have business abroad, they are doing very fine. Doing very fine with their private business. It's not only church that we should be opening everywhere we go. This church thing, it needs to stop. And religion, it needs to end. And until we talk about this, and until we change our attitude, people will continue to push Nigerians away from their body. Because they have seen that this religion is all about stealing. It's about selling fake products, selling God business, selling God. Islam is trying to sell Allah to you. Christians trying to sell Christian, and Jesus Christ, and Buddhists will try to sell Buddha. But the worst of all is this Christian and Islam. And this is the two major things that is causing problems in Nigeria. Today, you're going to see these two religions. I see them as the same thing. Christianity is a criminal religion, just like Islam is also a criminal religion. The essence of this is to destroy black people, to turn black people to be nicopoms, and to use us as enemies against our own self and our own destruction, to destroy our fellow black people. Now we have taken this, accepted this mission. We are taking it all over the world to try to continue the colonization of these religions. And a lot of people are aware of this. That's why you see them maltreating Nigerians in many countries. The way they come, they see you carrying your dirty religion to death. What do you want to go and tell them? You want to tell Chinese people to repent and go to heaven? You think they are stupid? You're going to tell Japanese people, then when they refuse you, you say you call it religious persecution. When they come to raid your churches, you call it religious. And meanwhile, you'll be doing this. A lot of Nigerian pastors are also doing plain criminality in other countries. Some of them are drug dealers. Some of them are 419s, Yahoo boys. Some of them even do pickups, push cocaine, sell illegal products, pimp women, do all sorts of evil things. I know these things you people do in abroad. Then you come and be pretending that you are some sort of holy people. And whereas you are the worst scallywags and dirty people in the world. So I need to say this because I found out that a lot of my Nigerian people, they are very guilty of this crime. You come to Nigeria today, you see all the pastors want to have a church that is as big as a football field. Instead of building factories, they are building churches. Churches that manufacture nothing. Why will our currency not depreciate? When we only consume, we don't manufacture. And they find a way to extract the little money we are making from their gullible customers or clients. This is very, very painful. So for me, I have no single respect for any pastor, any religious person on this planet. All of them are thieves. None of them is called by God. All of them call themselves. All of them are criminals. They don't speak true. And they are agents of wickedness upon this planet. So these are the people we should do away with. When you come to Christianity, Catholic Church is the largest pedophile organization in the world. If you don't know how to use Google, you can see this everywhere. They are pedophiles. And Islam is also pedophiles too. This is the major problem I have with Islam. The good thing is that Christianity still, they do this rubbish that Islam does. They still pretend that we don't do it. But Islam doesn't hide their own. Islam doesn't hide their pedophilia. Christians will be doing pedophilia, sleeping with people's wife and children. You will not know until the victim will not start talking. Islam do their own pedophilia publicly. They don't hide it. They show it to your face, and they tell you if you talk, they cut off your neck. This is the way Islam does its own. A lot of people have complained and say that I talk against Christianity all the time, and I don't talk about it. I talk about Islam too, but I don't think Islam is really worth talking about on this channel, because their own evil that they are doing is straightforward and obvious for everybody to see. I mean, it's not like they are hiding anything in Islam. It's in their Quran. If you don't believe in the religion, you are an infidel and you're going straight to hell. And they have a right to kill you. And anybody that kills you will go to heaven. It's in their book. They don't argue with it. When it comes to pedophile, their most holy man, Muhammad, was a pedophile. Inside their own Quran, Muhammad married his wife Aisha when she was 6 years, and he consummated the marriage when she was 9. By that time, Muhammad was 53 years old. So imagine a 53 years old man sleeping, let me put it plain, a 53 years old man having sex with a 9 years old girl. If we want to define that kind of relationship, how do you call it? Is it not pedophilia? This is sheep-clad pedophilia. So Muhammad was a pedophile. And this guy is the most holy prophet of Allah, the most respected prophet in the religion. And if he can do this kind of thing, and the people of the religion support this kind of lifestyle, and sister is the holy man, is their savior, what else do we need to discuss? And if you will say this thing in public, if I say this in Saudi Arabia, they're going to cut off my neck straight. If you say this in front of the wrong crowd, they will kill you for insulting their prophets. Just to even mention, but this is mere fact, they will kill you. They have killed many people that have speak against this religion for only saying these facts. They will say it's an insult. So what else do we want me to discuss? How do you reason with this kind of people? Is this not madness? If that's why they say religion is organized madness. When a large people accepted things that is unbelievable, things that are abominable to even reason. I wonder how many men watching me today, how many women you watching me, will allow your 9 years old daughter to get married to a man of over 50 years. I'm sure many parents will not allow that. Okay? I'm sure. But this happens in Islam, and Muhammad is not the only one. I've seen this repeat itself again and again and again. When I did my youth service in Nigeria, in Niger State, the northern state of Nigeria, I did a youth service for 1 year after my first university. I saw old men getting married to children. This was in 2007. It's still happening till now as we speak. Old men, 50 years old men, 60, 70 years old men getting married to girls of less than 10 years. Pedophilia is allowed in that culture, in that religion, in that tradition. So what else do we want to discuss about the subjects? They have accepted this. So how do we tell them to stop? When these people have refused to listen to you, when you bring up this subject, they are threatening to kill you. They don't hide it. It is commanded in the Quran to do this. Okay? And they are ready to follow it to the end of this world. A religion that believes that if you die for their savior, you go straight to heaven. A religion that says that the skin of women is sinful, that women should be covering up 24/7. But the same religion says that when a man dies, he is to be given 72 virgins in heaven. What sort of hypocrisy is that? So if something is bad in earth, why is it good in heaven? Something that is bad in earth should be good. Is it not a deceit? Promise people things you're never gonna see till you die. Same thing in Christianity, that you're gonna suffer for the religion. When you die, you're gonna have a paradise of gold and diamond. Is it not the same scam? Goof. Then you see people believe all these things. Then you expect me to reason well with them. There's nothing to discuss. I expect these people to be adults, a lot of them to be sane adults that can use their common sense, but many people have relaxed or blotted out the use of their common sense. So not all humans are equal. I refuse to believe that. Any human that cannot think properly is a 3/3 of a human. You should not you should highly regulate your interrelationship or interaction with such people, because they are not normal. So how do we talk to people that are not normal? How do we wake them up? What are the yardsticks? You people should answer all these questions. Those people that you say that I don't talk about Islam, I don't talk about Islam enough. This is the basic tenet of Islam. What do I want to talk about? This is what I'm talking about now. How do you argue with these people? You argue with them by preparing for them. You argue with them by making sure that this kind of philosophy and mentality does not spread to your community. You argue with them by standing your ground. You argue with them by standing for the truth. You argue with them by making sure that the people pushing this philosophy do not succeed in overwhelming you and overwhelming your future generations. Because this is outrageous. These kind of practices are against the law of natural justice, equity, and good conscience. I have said it several times. Any religion you are practicing that does not honor your ancestors is the religion of your enemies. So Islam and Christianity are both the same thing, affecting and killing our people. And this has poisoned our culture, our mind so much, and now we now hate ourselves so much, we are ready to kill at the single kind of perception of offense. For even saying these facts, it's enough for some people to say they want to issue a fatwa on you. For even mentioning it, how dare you talk about the Holy Prophet of Muhammad? How dare? Who are you? You are called. Oh God. This is the way Islam spread. This is the way Christianity spread. And now this is affecting us negatively in Africa. Because you look at us, we claim to be religious people. We are so disunited. We are easy to manipulate. Very easy to control and manipulate. People can manipulate Africans from all over the world by just pushing buttons of religion, pushing buttons of tribe. We have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten our unity. We have forgotten our collective strength. We have forgotten our culture and all the things that are supposed to bind us together. It has been destroyed. It has been poisoned and polluted by this religion. Now we just do things on autopilot. Selfishness. Every day Christians think of how to kill Muslims. Muslims think of how to kill Christians. All of them are the same thing. This is very, very painful. Now we are so to the extent that now we don't even know where we are going. We have a government now that is totally dead. We are complaining of the last government. This one is 5 times worse. And it will only go bad. So it's high time we in Nigeria start thinking about these religions we are serving. We are not serving any God. We are worshiping religion. And this thing is poisoning us. It is destroying us. It is making people to hate us. This is the truth. It's making people to hate us because we don't use common sense. Now we have been polluted by this false narrative of world view, and now we are now exporting it to try to poison other countries in the world. And people have seen us coming a mile long. So you see them have to put in restrictions to block Nigerians from coming to their country. Because these people, it's nothing good about them. They don't manufacture anything. They are not spreading religion, trying to come and corrupt our people, trying to come and pollute our land. They want our land to be like their land that have nothing. This is the way people see us. Because we don't have value, we don't have self-respect, we don't have dignity. And this is very, very painful. We are suffering from inferiority complex. We are suffering from lack of identity crisis. We are everything but ourselves. And we have refused to open our mind to the application of the tenets of common sense and reason. So this is the problem we are having now. And for those my Christian brothers and Islamic brothers, you watching this channel, you should not get offended. I am not the one that write your Quran. I have read your Quran, and this is what I saw. When I saw this thing, I know that there's no point for me to even go further with you people. Because it does not make sense to me that the most holy man, imagine me coming from my family. I tell you that my family held down. The oldest man in my family, the most respected man, his wife is this 9-year-old girl. How will you look at my family? If I tell you that the head of my family is getting married or is dating a 9-year-old girl, will you come to that marriage? Are you not going to think of to call the police? When I received this thing, I said there's no point talking about this religion. So people actually believe this? Is this actually possible? How does this happen? So you see this kind of thing. When I see so many things that is wrong there, I've read the book now. See, it's so similar with Christianity. It's the same thing. the thing is that Islam does not hide their bad side. They don't hide it. This is who we are. You come against us, you die. We kill you. Christianity still pretends, no, we don't do that, we don't do this, we're so cool, or you just come to us, but still going to hurt you in the hand. It's the same thing. They all come from Abraham. Abraham is their father, the father of Judaism, Islam, Christianity. They all come from one source. They share the same source code, the same DNA. They also have the same holy sites in the so-called Palestine and the rest. So why are they fighting each other? I don't know. I see them as two brothers. Okay? So when you see all these things, we took this religion so much, and our bad deeds are smelling all over the place. Coupled with the that Nigeria cannot take care of for his children. All our youths are into scam 419 and all sort of criminality. It's so very, very painful. A country that cannot take care of his citizens is not respected. It's not respected. A man that cannot take care of his children is not respected. We cannot take care of our children. Our children in every country suffering, doing many a job. Many of them are in prison. Something will happen. You go to your embassy. Embassy is not responsible. They don't care. Why will people not maltreat you as a Nigerian? When they see you as having no value, having nothing to offer. And this is very, very painful due to this religion we are parading everywhere. It's high time that we start looking inward, searching, asking ourselves the main questions. And for those other African countries that are planning to copy us, I feel very sorry for you. Your country will be so bastardized the way our own is bastardized, copying our religious stupidity. I see some Ghanaians, Cameroonians trying to copy this rubbish. I feel very sorry for you. You are going to regret it. If you make the same mistake Nigerians have made by carrying religion on their head, you people will so regret it. You will never be able to recover. So please don't follow our bad footsteps. Our leaders, our elders, they are all criminals. They have set a very, very bad precedence. And it's not worth emulating and copying. Okay? Please don't be like us. Don't be like us. Be authentic. Stand for your culture. Stand for yourself. Be proud of yourself. Nigeria, we say, is one of the most least respected countries in the world. When you bring out Nigeria passport, people look down on you. Many of us have changed the passport. I have stopped using Nigeria passport a long time ago when I see the shame it brings on us. So please, do not make the kind of mistake, and do not encourage Nigerians to bring churches to your country. In fact, if you see any Nigerians trying to set up a church, do everything to make sure that it does not happen. Deport them. Deport them where South Africa has been deporting all these fake pastors. Don't allow any Nigerian person to open church in your country. They are all criminals. Don't try that. Tell them if you are not opening a factory to produce something, leave our country, go back to your country. Tell them plainly, don't hide it. Tell them they know what they are doing. They are criminals. They know what they are doing. So don't negotiate. Just tell them if you are not opening a factory to produce things, to do legal business, if it's a church, you might as well be going back now. We're not going to tolerate that nonsense. When you come to Nigeria now, you can't sleep. There are like 5 or 10 churches in every street. And yet the people are just so wicked. This one believes this one is going to hell. This one believes this one is going to hell. This one believes this one is going to hell. At the end of the day, they are all going to hell. At the same time, they're selling heaven to you. Come to my church, you get salvation, you can see vision, all that, blah. If they have those power, why are they looking for members? Why don't they solve their problems by themselves? You should ask yourself this question. If prayer and fasting can solve prayers, why are they opening branches in every part of the world? You should ask yourself these questions. Same thing the white people did to us. If there is really a roadmap to heaven, do you think that the white man will come to come and be stealing stuff in Africa? They know that there is no heaven, so they're going to sell this goof to you while they are stealing your natural resources. Same thing Nigerians are doing today, coming to sell heaven to you while they are stealing from your country, while they are making your little money, deceiving your children, using them as chattels, wasting their destiny. This is very, very wrong, and I need to speak against it. And because it's not good, and Nigerians are very guilty of this criminality. You see pastors, all of them buying private jets again and again and again. What is the virtue in poverty? Are they having their heaven here, but they're expecting you to toil and go to heaven? Does it make sense? It does not make sense. So it's time you shine your eye that we need to start changing our mentality. Nigeria have nothing to offer, okay, except religion. Until they start to change their mentality, Religion is what they will keep exporting to your countries, and it's left for you to stop this trend. If you see any Nigerian talking about religion to you, you need to insult them. You need to they just know that they are your enemies. If you see any Nigerian person invite you to come to their church, just insult them very well. Tell them to go back to their country. Tell them they are very, very stupid and they are wicked people, and you don't want to hear that rubbish. They will understand because they know what they are doing. They are not good people. Okay? So any people come to sell Bible to you, they are not your friends. So just know this. So I've said it today on this channel. So in the word is enough for the wise. And if you want to excel in this life, you should know what you are doing, the kind of people you hang around. People that will be telling lies to you. Anybody that is telling you lies is not your friend. Anybody that is telling you about religion, Christianity and Islam, for you to come to their church, just know that person is not your friend. Okay, I will tell you the truth. That person is not ready to help you. They are ready to steal from you. Okay? So know your way, not because the truth shall set you free. When you know the truth, you don't lies, ignorance cannot be able to take control of your life. Okay? So this is what I see today. For those people trapped in the religion, you don't know where to go. You want to learn about African spirituality, I teach it on this channel. This is your one bus stop. I will teach you the things they have refused to teach us in Africa. I will show you our ancient African history books, all the things that are lying that we have nothing, we came from nothing. I'm going to show you the history of ancient Greece, how all the Greek philosophers came to Africa to come and study. Still today, they're still coming to Africa to come and study. I will give you all this evidence. I will teach you about the ancient Kemetic Hus. I will teach you about ancient African empires and our spiritual system. And now you can be able to practice this from the comfort of your own home without a fear of favor or discrimination or paying for expensive initiations. And you're going to be free from these religious criminals and bandits. So please register for my program. My website is River of Knowledge. If you want to do your spell work, your exits, your packs, your whole 9 yards, my number is still on the screen. And if you want to read my book on African spirituality, on quantum physics, you know where to find me. Apart from that, I thank you very much. And please be very careful of these Nigerian pastors that are coming to your country to sell religion. Tell them to go to hell. Tell them they should go to their own heaven alone. You don't need them. You don't want to see them. They are hot thieves. Tell them that I said so. The Nigerian person said so. So that they will know, okay? So that they will come and see me. And I will tell them the same thing. And also tell them Jesus is a bastard too. And tell them Jesus is a scallywag and a thief. And Moses and Yahweh is a porcupine. So they will know all these things. So they will know that you don't respect their stupid, dirty God. And their God is a dirty, evil spirit and a gutter spirit. And you tell them to go to hell. They will never disturb your life again. So apart from that, I thank you very much. And I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.